The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
How does they come on turn number 2? Jenny line out. Sneaks through the low side of Dilly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the first of 3 races for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. First up, it is the Super Late Models here at the Knoxville Raceway for round number 4. We get set for qualifying here in just a couple of seconds' time. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler in the booth with you for tonight's call. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. As I said, qualifying about to start, so we'll bring up the top 20 cars on the left-hand, or top 20 drivers on the left-hand side of your screen. And let's take a look at some of these drivers on the racetrack right now. Keep an eye on the bottom left of your screen. Driving the D1RT World of Thunder, car number 7, Hayden Carwell, going to be one of the first cars to take a lap time here at the Knoxville Raceway. In fact, he will get the green flag. And again, this will line up the heat races. It should be 50, I think I've seen like 52 or 53 drivers, maybe a little bit more. So we'll see a full stacked 5 heat races, I should say, between 11 and 12 cars. Hayden Carwell waiting for that first time to come through. In fact, he might have had contact with the wall. I can tell you it would have been an 18.576, so he would have gone quick time. Gary Peck's 18.696. Can he get that lap in with an 18.377? He does not get the lap in. Oh boy, Hayden Carwell going to have to do it the hard way tonight. Tilvahilla Racing, the TVR. Number 5 machine, Chris Fisher. Blake Murray has stepped up his game with an 18.491, 0.2 quicker than anybody else on the racetrack at the moment. Fisher jumps into position 12 with an 18.964. And there is the bad racing number 331 machine, Dustin Hall. Trying to track down a time of an 18.491. Dustin Hall waiting for that first time to come through. This time by it'll be. See Shad Prescott, Evan C, Chad Bowler moving into the top 10. James Grace was 10th, got bumped back down to 11th by Daniel Cummings Jr. As Dustin Hall will be third, quick with an 18.597. There is James Grace. John Alatic in the Full Throttle Performance Caper and Screen Printing iRacing Iron Flag. Number 60, 8th quick 18.660. Shane James second quick with an 18.510. Can Alatik go quicker? No, he cannot. There's Shad Prescott done his lap times with an 18.730. Garrett Niebregi. David Harleman on the racetrack as well. Russell Berry. I was just doing some cars just sitting there on the inside of the racetrack. Blake Majulis, your defending World of Outlaws champion. And of course the World of Thunder champion as well. James Edens, the Swindell Speed Lab number 52 machine, did not get a time in. And it looks like we've had close to 60 drivers take to the pit area. Signing into the pit area, I should say. Alright, heat number 1 of 5 heat races to come. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving car number 79, he went quick time this evening. Blake Murray on the outside of the front row, driving the 331. That'll be Dustin Hall. Inside second row, driving car number 2, Dylan Hauser. Daniel Cummings Jr. driving car number 24. Will start position number 4. Lining up inside third row, out of position number 5, driving car number 26, Eric Scalf. Tanner Tomasi driving car number 09 will start position number 6. Barry Sorensen driving car 45 will start position 7. Out of 8, that's going to be the 32 of Rusty Kruger. Out of position number 9, driving car number 6, Timothy Bolander. Tanner Folds in car number 22 will start position number 10. Out of position 11 will be Logan Hyler. Devin Morgan driving the 112, scheduled to start position 12 and 13th, driving car number 57. He needs a bit of this one to go forward. Joe Nitro. So the only car not to grid here in heat race number 1 was Devin Morgan. So instead of 13 cars, it's going to be 12 cars on the track for tonight. The opening heat race of the night. Driver's getting the 1 to green signal this time by. Must be so hard for people just to line up properly. Alright, here we go. Into turns 3 and 4. The lights off on the pace truck. Pace truck going to move to the infield. 8 laps going to be the distance. Round number 4, the World of Thunder, iRacing League and DirtFan.com Super Late Models. We are green here in the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. Your leader is going to be Blake Murray. Hauser quickly moves into second, but here comes Dustin Hall back to the inside. Now remember, top 3 go through to the main event. Top 2 will go to the redraw. Everybody else goes through to the B mains. There'll be 3 B mains here tonight. Each week contested over 10 laps. Daniel Cummings Jr. sitting in that 4th position at the moment with the first car on the outside looking in. Eric Scalf rides back in position 5. Rusty Kruger in 6th. Dustin Hall holds on to the 3rd and final transfer spot for the moment as they go through turn number 1 and 2. Seeing lap times in the high 18s, the 18.7s at the moment. It was Blake Murray with an 18.554 just on that previous lap, so just shaved off a couple of tenths of a second there as well. We continue to watch the 3rd, 4th and 5th cars on screen at the moment. Daniel Cummings Jr. Under a bit of pressure here from the 26 car of Eric Scout. Then we go back to Rusty Kruger and Barry Sorensen. Also having a nice little battle there as Kruger holds on to position number 6. Scout making the mistake as you come back towards your top 2 right now. Out of turn number 4, 5 down, 3 to run here in the opening heat race of the night for the World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com Shore Power Super Late Models. Murray looks to have this field well and truly covered as you see Hauser going to the top shelf in turn number 3 and 4. We are looking at about 0.6 of a second difference between Blake Murray running the bottom, Dylan Hauser running the top, cuts it back down to the bottom on the exit of turn number 2 with Dustin Hall working the outside through 1 and 2. Where's he going? 3 and 4. He stays low. Daniel Cummings Jr. trying to venture up top. And again, if you're not inside of the top 3, well, you might just have a bit of a long wait ahead of you. Again, we'll have the top 2 drivers go straight to the redraw. Of course, that'll happen live right after our third B main and just before our main event as we come off turn number 4. Blake Murray, dominating win here tonight. Second, going to go to Dylan Hauser, Dustin Hall home in third. Fourth is going to be Daniel Cummings Jr., Eric Scout, Barry Sorensen, Rusty Kruger, Tanner Tomasi, Tanner Folds, Timothy Boland around out your top 10, Joe Nitro, and the 48 of Logan Hyler. Heat number 2 here at the World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com shore-powered super late models from the Knoxville Raceway. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving at car number 3, the Team HRE Motorsports, Shane James will start position number 1. On his outside, driving the 19N, the Team VLR.com entry, that's Garrett Inebrigi. Driving for D1RT Racing, driving car number 14, that'll be Shad Prescott. Mario Perez will line up on the outside of the second row at a position number 4. Position 5, driving car number 31, Cody Turchi. At a position number 6, driving car number 4, that's Huey Quill, and Mitch Stiles in the 54 car will start position 7. William Duval will start position number 8. Lining up at a position at number 9, driving the 17S, that'll be Justin Sick. Carter Chevalier driving car number 15 will start position 10. Christopher Combs out of position at number 11. Brandon Francis did not grid, and that will put Bryson Mays in car number 11 into the 12th starting position. 1 to green. This time by for your 12 cars in heat race number 2. The shore-powered super late models presented by World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com. Don't forget to check out DirtFan.com on their website and also on their Facebook page. Give them a like and a follow. And as well as the World of Thunder iRacing League at WOTRL.com for their website. And of course, World of Thunder iRacing League on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow as well. Pace truck is in Shane James, Garrett Niebuhr. The front row, the green flag is out. And Shane James has got the good start there, going down into turn number 1 and 2. Heat number 2 is underway. Again, the top 2 will go straight to the redraw. Niebuhr and Prescott. Niebuhr into turn number 3 and 4. Goes about 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Prescott stays low. Perez there, getting a little out of shape in the middle of 3 and 4. Lap 1 belongs to Shane James. He's got about 3 car length of its gap between himself and Garrett Niebuhr. Prescott, the 14 car, again looking to the middle of the racetrack into turn number 3. Look at that. Oh, Huey Quillen into the wall. That was spectacular. Cody Turchi and Carter. In fact, Cody Turchi in the 31 car is going to move to position number 4. Perez behind him along with Justin Sick. They have a great battle, but we watch the battle for second and third on screen at the moment. Prescott, the black and white number 14 car, looking to make his way into tonight's redraw. The top 2 from the 5 heat races are going to go into a 10 car redraw. We'll have that live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Niebuhr going to slip back to position number 3, but there's a bit of a gap, a 1.2 second gap back to Cody Turgey. Mitch Styles coming through, up in position 5. Christopher Combs 6th. William Duval 7th. Then we go back to Bryson Mays. Cody Turgey back there as well, so he was inside of the top 5 there. Just a couple of laps to go, but we come back up towards your race leader. 5 down, 3 to run. Heat race number 2 on the night. And it is the HRE Motorsports Dirt All Access 34 Raceway number 3 of Shane James. Looking to put that car, well, hopefully on the front row if the redraw goes his way. Prescott will also be looking to get a good redraw for tonight. Of course, it's all randomised, and again, we'll bring that to you live after the 3B mains and just before your main event. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. Down here on the front straightaway here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. The white flag is out. 1 to run for your leader, Shane James. Down through turn number 3 and into turn number 4. Just getting the left front up on the berm as the checkered flag going to fly here at the Knoxville Raceway. Shane James gets the win ahead of Shad Prescott. Garrett Niebuhr home in 3rd. 4th is going to be Justin Sick. Mitch Styles home in 5th. Then we go back to Christopher Combs, William Duval, Cody Turgey, Bryson Mays, Mario Perez, your top 10. Carter Chevalier and Huey Quillen to come home in position at number 11 and 12. Heat number 3 starting to grid there on the infield on pit road. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, he is your defending 2-time World of Thunder Racing League Super Late Model Champion, and he is also your World Champion for the Morton's Buildings, a World of Outlaws iRacing World Championship. Blake Majulis, driving car number 127, will start position at number 1. On the outside of the front row, driving that FTP car number 25, that is Zach McSwain to start position number 2. A D1RT driving car number 84, Clay Devon, will start position number 3. Out of position 4 will be car number 49 of David Heileman. Starting position number 5, driving car number 21, that's Benjamin Nading. On his outside in car number 16, that's Jimmy Emery out of position number 6. Patrick Solari, driving car number 99, will start position 7. Out of position 8 is going to be car 97 of Michael Garron. Starting position 9, Brad Haldane in car number 56, Mason Hannigan. Driving car number 1 will start position number 10. We go back to James Edens in car number 52, driving the Swindell Speed Limit entry. He will start position 11 at the back by himself. So we'll keep an eye on the 52 to come through the field here in heat race number 3. Of course, we thank everybody that is tuning in here tonight. Whether you're watching on the Facebook page or whether you're watching on YouTube, we hope you enjoy the coverage of tonight's 4th round of the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com shore-powered super late models. Here we go, heat number 3. Set to begin. Blake Majulis going to waste no time in leading the field down into turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on Zach McSwain and Clay Devon. Not sure why Clay Devon's in a blue car. Normally he's got a D1RT skin on that machine as Heileman moves into position 3, but we now look at a 3-wide battle down into turn number 3 and 4 here on the opening lap. Devon, Nading and Emery. Oh, contact! Nading into the wall, upside down. Clay Devon, he got out of that one scot-free. However, he did lose a couple of positions, and look at the Swindell Speed Lab number 52 machine. James Edens from 11th up to 4th in a matter of 2 laps, albeit he had a bit of luck with some cars coming together. And this is going to be an exciting 6 laps ahead of us if you can try and run down the driver, the number 49, the Napa Auto Parts number 49 machine of David Heileman. Battle behind Edens behind Edens, I should say, Clay Devon and Patrick Solari. What time do the 410 start? 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Still got about another 3.5 hours. Eden's now starting to feel the pressure here from the 84 of Clay Devon. Devon with a big slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. Edens looks to cross back underneath him, almost going 3 wide on the exit there as Edens sliding up to the top of the racetrack, trying to get back that 4th position. Meanwhile, Harleman all over the back of Zach McSwain down into turn number 3 and 4. Harleman down to the low side as they race off turn number 4. Harleman gets to the inside of McSwain. Harleman, he will have the 2nd spot. Not sure what's going on with Majulis. Majulis' car very, very tight there through turn number 1 and 2. There'll be 2 laps to run as they come off turn number 4 this time by. And Blake Majulis looking to continue his dominating start to the season and looking to go back to back to back with a 3-peat in the championship. Here goes McSwain. Harleman makes a mistake in 1 and 2. McSwain, he cuts him off to the top side of the racetrack. Harleman slide job, and McSwain going to cross back underneath. The battle is on. These 3 cars right now are on 1, 2 and 3, and they've got half a mile to run. Here in heat race number 3, the final lap into turn number 3. Majulis down to the low side. Harleman down to the inside as well. McSwain on the outside. McSwain gets a better run. Majulis gets the win. McSwain 2nd. Harleman 3rd. 4th is going to go to Devon. Then we go back to Eden, Solari, Garen, Hannigan, Haldane, Nading, and Jimmy Emery home in position number 11. Oh, these guys are putting on a show here at the Knoxville Raceway for round number 4, the shore-powered Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder and DirtFan.com. Heat number 4 up next. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Heat 4, starting on pole, driving car number 42, that'll be Jordan Casey. On the outside of the front row, driving car number 60, it'll be John Alatic. Chad Boland, driving car number 10, will start position 3. Tyler Deschamps, driving car number 9, will start position number 4. Position 5, driving car 34, that's Terry Wolf, and Robert Tucker in car number 17, start position number 6. Steve Robbins, driving car number 073, will start position 7. Brian Lambert in car number 50 out of position number 8. Position number 9 will be the Yardbird, Dylan Thomas, driving car number 03. Tanner, I have no idea how to say that last name, in car number 75. Ruprek, or Ruprek? Barra Bishop, car number 926 out of position 11. And the West Aussie driving car number 92, Lachlan Horton, will start position number 12. If anyone's got any tips on how to say Tanner's last name, it'd be much appreciated. Alright, the drivers come past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum and past the Brian Clawson's Sweet Tower. And at turn number 2 on the back straightaway, the pace truck will move to the infield. Jordan Casey and John Alatic, the front row. Chad Boland, Tyler Deschamps in row number 2. Green flag on Jordan Casey. The green flag is out. Justin, I dare say he'll be in heat race number 5. This is heat number 4. Oh, Casey and Deschamps. And look at this, up on the inside, John Alatic. Terry Wolf now looking to the inside of Chad Boland as they go into turn number 3 and 4. What a wild lap that was. Jordan Casey falls back to position number 7. Deschamps on the outside looking in. We got one car around. I believe that might be Steve Robbins in the 073 machine. Boland on the outside of Wolf on the exit of turn number 4. They drag race to the start-finish line, but it is going to be Terry Wolf who holds on to position number 2. John Alatic, your race leader. Here comes Boland once again on the outside. Gets the wall in the back straightaway. Going to lose a little bit of ground there to the 34 of Terry Wolf as we take a look back through this field. Dylan Thomas up to 4th. 5th is Barrett Bishop. Tyler Deschamps 6th. Robert Tucker. Lachlan Horton, Brian Lambert, Steve Robbins, 10 cars left on the track. Casey and Ruprecht, both back on pit road, I believe they are, with a lap down. Halfway home that time by for John Alatic. 4 down, 4 to run. Heat race number 4, the penultimate heat race of the night. And there is the driver that's got the final transfer spot locked up in this heat race. Boland now looks to the inside. Can he get the drive off turn number 4? Wolf holds strong through the middle of the racetrack. But look at the top 3. Alatic runs the top side. Wolf runs the middle. And Chad Boland also, he's actually running the bottom side. So there's a couple of different lines developing here during this heat race, and 2 laps left to run in the penultimate heat of the night. It's still Alatic by half a second over Terry Wolf, who's then got a couple of tenths back to Chad Boland. And then you're looking at a 1.1 second gap back to Barrett Bishop, who sits in position number 4. Final lap is upon us right now. 4 more turns for John Alatic. Terry Wolf making a charge in turn number 1 and 2. Can Terry Wolf do the unthinkable down into turn number 3 and 4? He stays to the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, Boland stabs the brakes to stop from getting into the back of Wolf, but it's a drag race, and John Alatic gonna win heat number 4. Terry Wolf home in second. Chad Boland will get third over Dylan Thomas. Barrett Bishop home in 5th. Tyler Deschamps, Horton, Tucker, Lambert and Robbins to round out the 10 cars that finished this one out of the 12. Casey and Ruprecht, they're home in 11th and 12th position. It is all happening, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Knoxville Raceway. The 5th and final heat race of the night. And let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving car number 33 for Team VLR.com, that'll be Evan C. Starting out of position number 2, driving car number 88, that'll be Gary Peck. Scott Dobbs, driving car number 51, will start position number 3. Out of position number 4 will be the 269 of James Grace. Lining up out of position number 5, driving the American Central Transport number 53, that'll be Bobby Hunt. And Chris Fisher, driving car number 5, will start position at number 6. At a position 7 for Team VLR.com in the 156. At a position 7, it'll be Mike Molnar. Jacob Prillman, driving car number 08, will start position number 8. Position number 9, driving the Yo 84, that'll be Russell Berry. And Lance French in car number 80 will start position number 10. He's going to have to put in a stellar effort here in heat race number 5 in car number 7. At a position 11, it'll be Hayden Carwell and Brad Button in car number 125 to start position at number 12. 60 cars had taken it to the track for heat racing action here at the Knoxville Raceway. For the shore-powered Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Alright, here we go. The final 8 laps of heat racing competition before we get into 3 10-lap B mains. Which final 3 drivers are going to lock themselves into tonight's main event. Which final 2 more drivers will be in tonight's redraw. Into turn number 1 and 2 we run Evan C. Scott Dobbs off on the inside there, driving car number 29. He looks to get by Gary Peck in the 88 machine as they run side by side into turns 3 and 4 for the first time. 3 wide behind them, Hunt through the middle of the racetrack. Fisher up top. And down low was Mike Molnar. Now James Grace, he's going to have his hands full. Grace runs somewhat of a little bit of a slide job line through turn number 1 and 2. Fisher and Molnar. They continue to race side by side. Molnar now up on the inside. Grace gets off the gas. Hunt into the wall in turns 3 and 4. He's going to lose a few positions. Now here comes the 7 of Hayden Cardwell. He's up to position 7, looking for 6, maybe even 5th by the time he comes out of turn number 2. And down your back straight away, the D1RT World of Thunder machine. He is hot on a tear. In fact, I'm pretty sure he would have been quick time tonight had he not hit the wall, but In 3 laps, he's made his way from 11th. Oh, Fisher turns the 269 of Grace. Other drivers getting involved in that one. And that's not going to bring out the yellow because there's no yellows in heat racing competition. But I dare say there will be a couple of penalties handed out. And a couple of EOLs. Molnar down to the low side through turn number 1 and 2. Cardwell jumped the cushion, got stuck in the outside wall, but Gary Peck holds on to position 3. Scott Dobbs, well, at least he ain't going to lose any positions when it comes to the redraw. If for some reason he draws the number 10 position, that's where he would have started anyway. So technically he can only go forward from here on out. 2.5 to run for your leader, Evan C. And the TeamVLR.com Capron screen printing number 33 machine. 2 to run for Evan C. Is now approaching lap traffic. That is Lance French in car number 80. And I'm a little bit worried right now for Evan C. Look out! And that's why I was a little bit worried. Dobbs now, that might be the opportunity that Gary Peck needed. Dobbs also handing it on the binders as they go into 1 and 2 for the final time of heat racing competition. Evan C. should have this one wrapped up. Who's going to be second and third? Well, let's find out into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Heat number 5 as they come to the start-finish line down the front straightaway. Evan C. wins. Scott Dobbs second. Third is going to go to Gary Peck. Mike Molnar home in 4th. Hayden Cardwell in 5th. Russell Berry 6th. Chris Fisher in 7th. It'll be either James Grace or Brad Button home in 8th. The 9th, Brad Button, James Grace, Lance French, Jacob Prilliman and Bobby Hans home in position number 11 and 12. 5 heat races completed now. The first of 3 B mains. Thank you, Tanner. I appreciate it. I was close. Alright, it is time for B main number 1. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving car number 24, JR, driving the FEG PC Daredevil Racing entry, that'll be Daniel Cummings Jr. At a position number 2, the Yardbird in car number 03, Dylan Thomas starts on the outside of the front row. At a position number 3, driving the MDM, the $1 Million Motorsport, World of Thunder, DirtFan.com, number 54, that's Mitch Stiles and Hayden Cardwell. Driving for D1RT Racing starts position number 4. Position number 5 in car number 99, that's Patrick Solari, Rusty Kruger in car 32 at a position number 6. Lachlan Horton in car number 92 will start position number 7. Cody Turgey driving car number 31 starts position number 8. Brad Button driving car number 125 starts position number 9. The 56 of Brad Haldane will start position number 10. Timothy Bolander in car number 6 will start position 11. At a position 12 driving the 073, Steve Robbins. And your final row, 7th row inside and outside at a position number 13 driving car number 4, Huey Quillen. And out of position number 14, dead last in this one, driving the American Central Transport car number 9, Bobby Hans, starts position number 14. You need to be in the top 3, otherwise you're going home. You'll be sent packing. If you're not inside the top 3, as the top 3 will make tonight's main event. It'll be, I believe, 50 laps around the Knoxville Raceway. B main number 1 of 3. Thank you very much for the kind comments. Green flag is out. We are underway. B main number 1. And it's going to be Daniel Cummings Jr. Look at Carbell around the outside of Dylan Thomas through turn number 1 and 2. Thomas falls back to 3rd. Here comes Solari. Looking on the inside in a 3-wide battle. Thomas and Carbell in the middle and on the outside as Carbell's got a run now. Carbell to the race lead after lap number 1. Here comes Daniel Cummings Jr. back to the inside, but Carbell rails the top side through 1 and 2. Solari in 3rd. Look at Kruger coming into the inside as the yellow will fly for the first time tonight. Let's see if we can take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. And just find out what happened here is, it started with the 4 machine of Huey Quillen getting into the back of Timothy Bolander down in fact, it was Bobby Hunt who initiated the contact there, so wasn't really anything that the 4 machine of Huey Quillen can do. He just checked up a bit. Bobby just carrying a little bit too much speed into corners number 3, and that's the reason why we had Huey Quillen upside down, Steve Robbins as well. So Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. Not the way that Huey would have liked to finish that one. There's Bolander, in fact, on board with the driver of the number 6 machine. Just hear how much he's off the gas there, going down into turns 3. So as we welcome you back to live pictures here from the virtual Knoxville Raceway, B main number 1. This is round number 4 of the World of Thunder Racing League in DirtFan.com shore powered super late models. We've got the UMP modifieds up in about 1 hour and 10 minutes time. Fixed setup racing. So I'm not too sure where we go for that one. Let me find out. Pace truck to the infield. We get set to go back to green. Daniel Cummings Jr. The UMPs and 410s are both at the Eldora Speedway. So we continue to watch right now. Daniel Cummings Jr. leading in the Suburban Auto Care. Number 24 JIFEG PC Daredevil Racing. However, Hayden Cardwell, he wants to take that top spot away from him as he runs the top side all the way around this big half a mile of a racetrack. Cardwell right on the cushion. Solari still holding down position number 3. But here comes Dylan Thomas fighting to the inside. Styles puts a slider on Kruger behind them. Kruger looks to come back at Styles down into turn number 1 and 2. But Styles will hold up. They nearly banged door panels down in the center of turn number 1 and 2. 2.5 to run for your race leader. Daniel Cummings Jr. back to the lead. Cardwell probably just trying some different lines out right now. Maybe trying to get himself set up and dialed in for tonight's main event as he runs the cushion all the way through turn number 1 and 2. He's got the lead down into turn number 3. He goes to the slide job line into 3 and 4. Cummings Jr. still in second, still running the bottom side. The white flag is out. One final time in B main number 1. Look at Cardwell just rip the top through 1 and 2 into 3 and 4 for the final time. B main number 1 is complete as Cardwell makes a mistake. And the win is going to go to Daniel Cummings Jr. He gets the job done ahead of Hayden Cardwell. Patrick Solari comes home in position number 3. Those 3 drivers going through to tonight's A main. Everybody else from 4th on back. Well, their 9th's done. Dylan Thomas, Mitch Stiles, Steve Robbins, Timothy Bolander, Brad Haldane, Lachlan Horton, Brad Button in 10th. And then we go back to Bobby Hons, Rusty Kruger, Cody Turchi, and Huey Quillen, of course, going upside down. The only yellow of the B main. B main number 2, cars taking to pit road here on the infield of the Knoxville Raceway. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving car number 17S, that'll be Justin Sick. Starting position number 2, driving the 156, Mike Molnar. Clay Devon driving car number 84 will start position number 3. Barry Sorensen in car number 45 out of position number 4. Out of position number 5 in car number 9, that's Tyler Deschamps. William Duval, car number 43, will start position number 6. Position 7 will be Chris Fisher in car number 5. Mason Hannigan out of position number 8. Tanner Fold starts position number 9 in car number 22. Brian Lambert in the 50 machine starts position number 10. Mario Perez starts position 11. 12th is going to be Lance French. Jimmy Emery, and then we go back to Logan Hiller, Tanner Ruprecht, and Devin Morgan. Now, I can tell you that Mason Hannigan out of position 8 didn't grid, so that's going to put Lambert up to position 8. Perez didn't grid out of 11th, so Jimmy Emery moves up to position 11. And that's going to put Devin Morgan up to position number 12. 12 cars in this one. Again, 3 more drivers to lock into the back of tonight's main event. In fact, it's going to be 40 laps around the Knoxville Raceway. We'll find out which 3 drivers will make their appearance in round number 4. Green flag is out. We are underway. So watch Justin Sick go through turn number 1 and 2, but Clay Devon going to take the race lead on the exit of turn 2 and down the back straightaway for the opening time. Molnar to come through the middle. Justin Sick and Molnar make contact. There he goes. Justin Sick losing 1, 2, 3, 4 positions in the end of this one. Tyler Deschamps now up on the inside. Chris Fisher working the bottom side as well. Molnar and the 45 of Barry Sorensen as yellow on the circuit. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. In car number 50, it was Brian Lambert. You see him just into the wall here, jumps the cushion. And Devin Morgan just coming through. It looked to be the only accident on the racetrack. Everybody else was still going. So back to live pictures here from the virtual Knoxville Raceway. B main number 2. Of course, the UMPs and the 410 sprint cars travel to Rossburg, Ohio for the Big E, the Eldora Speedway. Of course, myself, and I'll have another special guest, Tommy from Checkers and Wreckers, the birthday boy. So, Tommy, wish you a happy birthday, buddy. So we're going to take a quick break here just for a second. I'm going to get a drink of water. All right, the field not sure what the 45 is doing there. Maybe trying to play a bit of mind games. As the drivers will get the green flag this time by off of turn number 4. 5 down, 5 to run in B main number 2. They are 10 laps in distance, as you can see on the top on the left of this screen. Top left under the World of Thunder logo. There we go, green flag back out. We're back underway. B main number 2 again. You need to be inside of the top 3. Devon down through turn number 1 and 2. Stays on the low side, as does Tyler Deschamps. In the black and yellow number 9 machine, Mike Molnar. The 156 machine, the black and red up top. He's in 3rd position. Fisher behind him. Fisher gets into the back of him. They keep it going. No harm, no foul. 3 wide behind him. Fisher, Sick, and Sorensen 3 wide down into turns 1 and 2 once again as Sick going to fall back just a little bit from Sorensen and Fisher. Keep an eye on Fisher. Sorensen hits the inside berm with the left front and the front bar of the 45 machine and unsettled that machine somewhat. Jimmy Emery making his way on the bottom side of the racetrack in the D1RT number 4 machine. Can you get up to your top 3? Molnar, Deschamps run the bottom, as does Clay Debon. Fisher As they come to 2 to go, Fisher's he's got free rein on the top side, and if he can keep the momentum up, I dare say that 5 machine may just find himself into the back of tonight's main event. Molnar drives a little bit harder down into turn 3, but had to get on the brakes a little bit earlier. Otherwise, he would have got into the back of the number 9 machine of Tyler Ducharme, who turns 1 and 2. The final lap is upon us right now. Devon, Ducharme and Fisher. Here comes Molnar with a slide job on Fisher. He nearly puts him into the fence. It's going to be a drag race to the start-finish line, and Fisher's going to get there. Devon, Ducharme and Fisher, your top 3. Molnar, Emery, home in 4th and 5th. Morgan, Sorensen, Sick, Folds and Duvall, your top 10. And again, we wait on our final 3 drivers. We'll have the redraw up after these next 10 laps. B-Main number 3 for the Shore Power Super Late Models, presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving caliber 52 for the Swindell Speed Lab team, it's going to be James Edens. Starting position number 2, driving caliber 26 for the $1 Million Motorsports team, it's going to be Eric Scalf. Barrett Bishop. Caliber 926 will start position 3. Christopher Collins in caliber 30 will start position number 4. Position 5 is going to be Russell Berry. Michael Garham will start position number 6. Position 7 is going to be Tanner Tomasi. Robert Tucker will start position number 8. Position 9 is going to be Bryson Mays, and James Grace will start position number 10. Benjamin Nading at a position 11. Joe Nitro at a position 12. 13th is going to be Jordan Casey Carter Chevalier, scheduled at a position number 14. Jacob Prillerman and Brandon Francis. I can tell you that Brandon Francis Carter Chevalier. And the outside of the front row, Eric Scalf. Those 3 drivers did not grid, so 13 cars in this one. 10 going to be sent packing. 3 go through to our 40-lap main event. Again, after this one, we'll have the live redraw. Lights are out on the pace truck. Pace truck to the infield. There we go, green flag is out, we're underway. Eden's going to lead the field through turn number 1 and 2. Second position, Barrett Bishop in the 26 machine. Then you go back to Combs in the 30 machine. Look at the battle on for 4th as Russell Berry sneaking up the inside right now on Robert Tucker as the yellow once again. 3rd time tonight, and so far we've seen it inside of the first couple of lapses. Let's take a look at the 11 car of Bryson Mays. We'll take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Oh, that car just snapped left on, snapped right on him. Hey Jake, if you don't like it, piss off. No one's forcing you to be here. Not to mention it is a Sunday night, or Monday morning here in Australia, so... Salty little boy. Hello Doug, how are you buddy? What's going on Davin? Can't even get your own Facebook. Lights out on the iRacing.com pace truck. 6 to go when we go green flag action, this time by off for turn number 4. It's ironic that he says get off the couch and go to a track. Why aren't you at a track? Can't put a brain in a statue. James Edens and Barrett Bishop run 1 and 2. Down on the bottom side is the 17 of Robert Tucker. Oh, he quickly moved into third, but not for long because Christopher Combs back to the third position again. That is the battle for that final transfer position. Position 3 is going to be that final spot. 24 starter in tonight's main event. Tucker up on the inside, and Tucker has started, but again, Combs in the 30 machine. Back to the outside, and right now Tucker and Combs going to put on a bit of a show as the yellow flag is going to fly. So yellow flag number 2. So we are going to be set for a green-white checker. Why couldn't you race tonight, Davin? What's the issue? Yeah, unlucky, William. Maybe next week, buddy. Maybe next week. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry, I gotta put the fan on. It's getting hot in here already. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. It's already probably close to 90 degrees. 90 Fahrenheit, I should say. Alright, here we go. Green-white checker to finish B-main number 3. Edens, Bishop, and Tucker run 1, 2, and 3. Edens down into 3 and 4. Bishop holding off Tucker. The 09 of Tomasi gets a little sideways back there in position number 5 as the white flag is out. Final time, we're going to race it out to the start-finish line. Next time by Tucker in the 17 machine. He's made his way to position number 2. Can he hang on to the second spot? Well, here goes. Combs with a big slide of attempt, but no, James Eden's going to be victorious. Robert Tucker at the line is going to get third. Barrett Bishop will sneak home in second. Tucker gets third. And those 3 drivers, they continue their journey for tonight's 40-lap main event. And you know what time it is right now? It is time for the redraw. We got 10 drivers. You ready, Steve? You need to press your right push to talk button if you're going to talk to me.
I have to grant myself talk power, yes.
Yeah, I was just going to say, how about I fix that for you?
Alright, heat race number 1, car number 79, Blake Murray.
Position 9.
Heat race number 2, car number 3, Shane James.
Position 8.
Heat race number 3, car number 127, Blake Majulis.
P5.
Heat race number 4, car number 60, John Alatek.
Position 4.
Heat race number 5, car number 33, Evan C.
Position 7.
Heat race number 1, second place, car number 2, Dylan Hauser.
Position 3.
Heat race number 2, car number M14 is Shad Prescott.
Position 2.
Heat race number 3, second place, car number 25, Zach McSwain.
Position 6.
Heat race number 4, car number 34, Terry Wolf.
Position 1.
And heat race number 5, car number 29 is Scott Dobbs.
Position 10.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you. So there we go. In fact, we had just the redraw just happening just then in the last 2 positions. It was either first or second. We'll take a quick break here in just a moment and be back with, of course, our 40-lap main event. In fact, before we get there, before we take that break, I'm going to give a shout out to, of course, Shore Power for their support here with the Shore Power Super Late Models and their support with World of Thunder. Of course, World of Thunder Racing League. Check them out on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow. Of course, you can check out their website, wotrl.com. And, of course, a massive thank you to dirtfan.com. Check out their website, dirtfan.com, or on Facebook as well. Give them a like and a follow to keep up to date with all the dirt track needs that you have. There's a racetrack near you, they'll find it. Keep up to date with all the exciting news on their website, of course, their forums as well. Of course, I want to give a shout out to our own sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing, iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. You can keep up to date on our website at www.ultimatedirttv.com. From there, you can click on our scheduled tab, and we've got 5 nights a week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And of course, tomorrow night we are going to have the UDTV and World of Thunder 360 Sprint Cars. I believe it is going to be round number 7, or no, it'll be round number 8, I believe it is. And I think we're going to be here at the Knoxville Raceway. Of course, on Tuesday night, the TeamVLR.com 410 Winged Sprint Car Series will be live on both VLR's Facebook page, along with our Facebook page, and of course our UDTV YouTube channel as well. Wednesday nights will be the Monsters of Dirt doubleheader, Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Models, as well as the Super Late Models. And then Thursday nights, the Monsters of Dirt AC2 Skins UMP Modified Series. Alright, your 40-lap main event. Cars taking to the racetrack. Hello, Adam Hughes. I'm doing good. How are you, buddy? Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. The first 10 drivers are in the redraw from positions 11th on back is correct. Alright, the 10 drivers in the redraw: Blake Murray, Shane James, Blake Majulis, John Alatic, Evan C., Dylan Hauser, Shad Prescott, Zach McSwain, Terry Wolf, and Scott Dobbs. Position 11th on back is correct. Dustin Hall will start position 11. Out of position 12, Garrett Inebrigi. Position 13, David Harleman. Position 14, Chad Boland. Position 15, Gary Peck. And position 16, Daniel Cummings Jr. Position 17, Clay Debon. Position 18, James Edens. 19th is Hayden Cardwell. Tyler Deschamps out of position number 20. 21 is going to be Barrett Bishop, Patrick Solari 22nd, Chris Fisher 23rd, and Robert Tucker in position number 24. Hello, Dusty. 6 World Championship Pro drivers. 1 former pro driver. This is a stacked field. The lowest I rating driver is 2625 Patrick Solari, up against one other driver inside the 2000s. We've got probably a handful of drivers in the 3000s. Other than that, they're all 4000 I rating and above. This is going to be phenomenal. As the field now, you'll see the pace truck move to the infield. You'll see 1 of 45. We are having a 40-lap main event. The first 5 laps are to get the drivers from the redraw position into their correct starting positions. So we're seeing the first 5 rows just be jumbled up just a little bit and shuffled and racked and stacked, ready to go. And once they come out of once they go into turn number 1 and 2, they will get the signal from race control to show you the most awesome sight in all the motorsports. When we get to lap number 5 of 45, that is when we take to the green flag. And they go through turn number 1 and 2. You see the field breaking up. Into turn number 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, the Shore Power Super Late Models. Presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. They are 4 wide on turn number 4 here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. There is no greater sight in all of motorsports. Just look at them. 24 of the best here tonight. 6 rows of 4x4 that will break formation. They go into 1 and 2 next time, or this time I should say. They're going to break formation, so they'll stay in those 4 wide salutes. So there goes the field, breaking away from the 4 wide salute. Not this time, but the following time by. It is time to get naughty for 40. Terry Wolf, Shad Prescott in row number 1. Row 2, Dylan Hauser and John Alatic. Blake Majulis, Zach McSwain in row 3. Evan C., Shane James in row 4. Blake Murray and Scott Dobbs in row number 5. That's the way they line up. Thank you for the follows that are coming through on the Facebook page. Thank you very much for your continued support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. For your continued green flag is out, we're underway in tonight's 40-lap main event for the shore-powered Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder and DirtFan.com. Your leader is Terry Wolf. Evan C. and John Alatic come together there on the back straightaway. Evan C. going to lose a whole ton of positions right now. Wolf going to lead lap number 1. Hauser in 2nd. Prescott 3rd. Majulis in 4th, right on the bottom side. McSwain back there in position number 5. The opening lap, make that 2 laps, is complete as they come past the start-finish line. Murray, who copped a bad redraw position, had to start position 9. He was fastest in qualifying, picked up the heat win. And now he's having to deal with traffic trying to come through the field. Majulis up on the inside there on Prescott in turns 1 and 2. McSwain was trying to put the pressure on Majulis as well. Now they go into 3 and 4. Your leader is still Terry Wolf. We watch Prescott, Majulis on screen along with Zach McSwain and Shane James Hauser starting to climb all over the back of your race leader down the back straight away. There's half a car length separating the 2 down into turn number 3. 5 down, 35 to run. And Terry Wolf, he's got him covered in the first handful of laps. There is still a mountain of miles to run here at the Knoxville Raceway. Murray up in 7th position. There's Shane James back to position number 6. Runs the bottom side, but look at McSwain, Majulis and Prescott. Slide job line through turn number 1 and 2. Hauser trying the top side, trying to get a run on the 34 of Terry Wolf, but Terry Wolf, he runs the slider line through turn number 3 and 4, and here comes Prescott, creeps into the picture for your top 2. And there goes Hauser down on the inside, the left front catches that inside berm. He cannot make the pass just yet. Wolf doing a nice job so far to hold off the likes of Dylan Hauser, Shad Prescott, Blake Majulis, and Zach McSwain, your top 5. Hauser stays to the top side of the racetrack. Will he get to the inside, down the back straight away? He's trying to stick a nose down there. Wolf gives him the respect. Hauser slides up in front of him, and Wolf going to turn it back underneath him. No! He pulls in behind the driver of the number 2 machine. And Dylan Hauser will lead lap number 9. 31 to go. We're about to complete lap number 10. 1/4 of the race distance complete. 10 down, 30 to go. Hauser, Wolf and Prescott, Majulis and McSwain, James Murray, Harleman, C and Scott Dobbs, your top 10. Here comes Hayden Carwell after the driver of the number 29 machine of Scott Dobbs. Carwell in 11th position as the yellow flag going to come out here, as we're just going to complete lap number 11 as they come past the start finish line. Alright, sorry. Just taking some medication. We're good to go. Lights are out on the pace truck. Hauser's opted to take the outside line. Leader has lane choice. So Wolf going to restart on the bottom side. .26 to go here in tonight's A main. The Shore Power Super Late Models. Majulis around the outside on Shad Prescott in turns 1 and 2, and now we'll cut down to the bottom side. Prescott into the back of Majulis. There's Heileman forces his way up on the inside on Zach McSwain. Oh, that's one way to pass cars. Just move him out of the way. James, as the yellow flag is going to fly. We have got Dustin Hall around. We've got one car upside down. That's Scott Dobbs. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Take a look at what happened to Scott Dobbs. He just jumped the cushion and... Let's take a look at that from a higher angle to see what happened. Well, that all started with the 49 probably making unnecessary contact. Now the door was open. Late models are a lot different than sprint cars. That's the second yellow of the night is going to come out here at the Knoxville Raceway. So I think when we go back to green flag action in a couple of laps time, we are going to be so close to the halfway stage of tonight's main event. Rocky, thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate it. Lights are out. Here we go. 19 down, 21 to go. One lap away from half race distance. Single file restart. Wolf trying to the middle of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. He leaves the top open for Majulis. How does Majulis try and tackle the number 34 machine? Well, he stays to the bottom side through 3 and 4. Evan C, after early race contact, he lost plenty of positions. He's made his way back up to position number 4. So we'll keep an eye on the driver of the number 33 machine. Tell you what, super impressed by the 34 of Terry Wolf. He's been able to hang with these guys for all race so far. Albeit he might have started on pole, but I mean it's easy to start on pole and then just sort of walk away from the field. But to be hanging with these guys and not let them get too far ahead, he has done a fantastic job driving car number 34 as the yellow flag going to come back out onto the circuit as we have got James Eden's upside down. In fact, I believe it all started some contact here with the 60 machine. In fact, we go back a little further. Oh, 17 of Tucker gets into John Alatic and he goes for a wild ride. And Alatic goes upside down, flipping a couple of times, and Eden's also finishes up on his roof. And you want to take a look at some Sky Dirt. Well, let's take a look on board with the driver of the number 60 machine. So as we are back to live pictures from the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Hauser, let's recap your top 10 here. Now this is not the finishing results, this is just a top 10 restart order. Hauser, Wolf, Majulis, C and James. Prescott, Cardwell, Heileman, Fisher and Blake Murray, your top 10. Lights are out on the pace truck. Here is your leader, Dylan Hauser. Green flag back out. Hauser looks to drive away from the competition. There you can see Evan C up on the inside, and there's also Terry Wolf. So again, this is going to be a nice little battle right now. Although Hauser Wolf from 1 and 2. They're on the starter line into turn number 3 and 4. Majoulis, Evans, C. Nose to tail, C. Had that left front up on that inside berm. Trying to make something happen. Here goes C to the inside right now on Majoulis, and C looking for a podium position. He stays low through 3 and 4, as does Shane James working the bottom side. Two drivers that are so good at running the bottom side, as we got some contact between Prescott, Cardwell, Harleman. It looked like Prescott may have just sort of jumped the cushion a little bit. Go back up towards Terry Wolf right now and Blake Majoulis. 12 to run. And Dylan Hauser. The laps just tick off and he just gets stronger and stronger as the race goes on. Looking to park this Slick Sim Sports number 2 in victory lane. Majoulis starting to come on late in the race as well, trying to find his groove, and now he's got to make his move. 10 to go this time by. 3/4 of the race distance complete. 30 down, 10 to go. Hauser, Wolf, Majoulis. 4 different lines. Majoulis stays low, just like Evans C. Hauser topside. Dobbs to the middle slider line. Majoulis bottom slider line. Evans C bottom all the way around. It's on like Donkey Kong. Shane James and Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell gets the left side tyres up on that inside berm and nearly got into the back of the number 3 machine of Shane James. Cardwell rails the cushion. Now he would have had a bit of practice in that B main, and that's what we've seen him do to get to the front, trying to practice for late in this race. So no change. Oh, here goes Majoulis to the inside, checks up. He had to get off the gas, otherwise it would have been just a flat out door to Terry Wolf. Evans C continues to work the bottom side of the racetrack. C in car number 33 for TeamVLR.com, Capron Screen Printing, Dirty Grass Souls, and iRacing iFlags on that car. Cardwell. He is certainly going to run out of time. Hauser, he is just dominating here at the Knoxville Raceway. Finished second in his heat race in what would have been, I think, a 7th starting position. Got the luck of the redraw and started position number 3. Terry Wolf, who started on pole of this one. Look at now seeing Majoulis side by side. They've done it all throughout the World Championships here on the iRacing.com service. And now they're doing it again here on the Sunday night for the Shore Power Super Late Models, presented by World of Thunder and DirtFan.com. 3 to run, 1.5 miles to go for Dylan Hauser. Terry Wolf in second. And who is going to be third? It's going to be Evan C. or Blake Majoulis. Take your pick. Majoulis made the mistake. He jumped the cushion there in 1 and 2. And now he tries to come back at C on the inside. Cardwell continues to rail the top side. 2 to go. The popsicle sticks are out. C might even have something for second place driver Terry Wolf. He has got the lap and a bit to go. But as they come off turn number 4, the white flag is out. Final time in tonight's 40-lap main event. We watch your race leader through turn number 1 and 2. And down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. The Shore Power Super Late Model main event winner here at the Knoxville Raceway, presented by DirtFan.com and World of Thunder, goes to Dylan Hauser. Second at the line will be Terry Wolf. Evan C. home in third. Fourth is going to be Blake Majoulis. Hayden Cardwell fifth. Shane James, David Harleman, Chris Fisher, Garrett Niebuhr, and Shad Prescott, the top 10. Then we go back to Zach McSwain, Barrett Bishop, Daniel Cummings Jr., Chad Boland, Blake Murray, Gary Peck, Dustin Hall, Tyler Ducharme, Tucker Nalatik, Solari, Devon, Edens, and Dobbs. We'll chat to your top 3 here in just a moment. There we are, just going to await our winner and second place driver. We've got our third place driver ready to go. And well, we might not waste any more time. Let's get this started. Home in third place today, driving car number 33, Evan C. Evan, congratulations on a third place run. It was a race that you really had to earn. There was a little bit of contact at the start. You fell back to, I think, what might have been 8th or 9th at the time. But, man, this track was pretty cool to race. It looks certainly very racy. And when you make your way up to the top 3, how was it? How was that one?
Yeah, got messed up there in the beginning. I don't know what I could have did if that wouldn't have happened. But track was just... I was going to run the bottom no matter what, and that's where I'm comfortable here and it would get slick, but track was just a little bit too tacky up top coming off, and it started to come to me, the last 10 laps. I was able to get by Magillis, and I think I was going to be able to get by Terry there a couple more laps if it would have been like a 50-lap race, but, we fell back and drove back up to the front, so, third place isn't bad at all, I'd say.
Well, as you said, other than that little hiccup there at the start, coming through this field, I sort of spoke about it before. There was still only 2 drivers, and we'll talk about iRating and stuff like that. And I know this is obviously because of official racing and World Championship racing. I think there was 5 or 6 pro drivers, 1 former pro driver in a strength of field race. I mean, this would have been probably a 4,500 strength of field race. It just goes to show you right now the level of competition. It's always going to be tough here on a Sunday night.
Yeah, it definitely is. There's 3 pro drivers in the top 5 in that race, I think, or maybe more than that. But it's definitely tough when you're running against guys like Hauser and Magillis and the rest of those guys, and they always bring their A game. So if you're going to win against them, you have to bring the A game too.
All right, well, congratulations on the third place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate. But before we do, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
I just want to thank all the guys at Team VLR, Captain Ben Morgan, Jim Emery at Supermoon Graphics, Kevin Dedman, Dirty Grass Soul, Caprion Screen Printing, and Iris and Knot Flag. And thank y'all for the broadcast.
All right, there we go. Evan C. there, home in third place. We don't have our second place driver, but we do have our race winner here tonight, driving car number 2 for the Slick Sim Sports team. And, well, it's just a week of winning for the Slick Sim Sports drivers. Congratulations, Dylan Hauser, on the victory. Second in your heat race, luck in the redraw. You start position 3. It took a while for you to get by Terry, but once you did, Dylan, it was all smooth sailing out in front.
Yeah, in the heat race, I was having troubles with my Oculus. It had me spun sideways in the car, and I fixed it. And then in the feature, thank God I didn't win that heat race because the dude started 9th. So thank God we didn't win that. So we ended up starting 3rd. We ran 2nd for a lot of the race. We just kind of seen where I was better than Terry, and I seen he wasn't running the slider line to full extent. I was driving it a little deeper than he was, and I seen it, and I went to the top of 1 and 2, and I saw I had a good run, so then I just put my cards together, and then do a slider, got around them, and it was lights out from there. We just got out front. We tried to top on a restart, didn't like it, so I picked the bottom next restart, and then I think we had 3 cautions, so it was a good race, and track was fun. I think I built that set earlier today, and man, it's honestly my best Knoxville set I've ever built, and I've built some pretty good ones, so gonna have to save that sucker and see what I can do at other tracks with it.
Yeah, just going back to that point on the track that you made, there's a bottom line there. There's obviously the slider line. You're able to run the top side. How refreshing is it to know that you can come to Knoxville, you can have 60 cars in super late models in a track that doesn't reset, it doesn't sort of build that sort of high bank cushion to where it's just so dominating, but it's just you're able to have a couple of different lines and really move all over the racetrack.
Yeah, I ran the bottom in 3 and 4 for probably the first half of the race, just playing it safe. I wanted to keep the car straight. I didn't want to knock the quarter panel off of it, so I ran bottom in 3 and 4. And then once I started pushing the issue with Terry, I started moving around a little bit more and trying different lines. But I ran my best lap, top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4. And I've always seemed to run that line better than majority of people at Knoxville. Like, I've always been really good in 3 and 4 in the bottom, so yeah, track was fun. I like the slicker racetracks, so yeah.
All right, well, congratulations on the victory here at the Knoxville Raceway. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate a first place here tonight. But before we do, of course, just throw the mic back to you. We know you've got some sponsors on that race card that need to be thanked.
I'd like to thank Steve for putting the league on and you for broadcasting. I think you guys do an awesome job. Not many places we can go race and have a good show, and this is one of those places where we can. So thank you guys for that. And I'd like to thank all my sponsors at Slick Sim Sport, Irish iFly, Two Brothers Stream Team, Down Under Graphics, Joel Berkeley, Lewis Hewitt, David Heilman, Tyler Ducharme. He ran a lot of laps with me today to get the set dialed in. And yeah, all of our supporters, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, there we go. Your race winner here tonight, driving car number 2 for Slick Sim Sports. It is Dylan Hauser. We'll chat to our driver that comes home in second place tonight. I kind of skipped over him there a bit. I don't think he was in here, but he's in here. We will chat to Terry Wolf. Terry, first of all, you got a copy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, buddy. Well, started on pole, luck in the redraw. You lead a ton of laps at the start. Hauser gets by you, but you still hold on to a second place. Talk about how your car was tonight and how you're able to hold on to a second place run here tonight.
The car was actually really good. I have to thank Dylan Hauser for it. He's the one that gave me the set. Me and him was testing earlier today. He built a rocket ship. All I had to do was just drive it.
Track tonight had multiple grooves. Where did you feel comfortable? Because I mean, it was hard trying to find that fast line on the racetrack when all lines looked fairly even.
I think that I ran every lap the slider line through 1 and 2, the slider line through 3 and 4. I seen Dylan go up to the top of 1 and 2 a bunch, but I just didn't feel like I was prepared for there, so I just kept running the slider line, and it worked for me. I think Evan had a really fast line at the end of the race, and he probably would have got around me.
Looking back, sort of things, looking back on it now, could you have done anything differently, to maybe where you might have been able to hold off Dylan, or could you have done anything, changed anything on the setup wise, or were you happy just at how the whole night went?
I was happy the way it went. I think the setup was good enough. I think it was me. Dylan could see where he was faster, and being behind me, he could see where the exact part of the track where I was going to be either slower at or he was faster at, so he could maneuver around to be better there. That's when he got around me. Now,
being out in front, does that play on your mind, sort of being a sitting duck to where, the guys behind you, because they're not out in front, because they're trying to chase you, they're always chasing for that faster line. Does that sort of play on your mind, when you're out in front and think, well, he's trying this, maybe should I go up there, test it? Or do you just sort of worry about just sort of hitting your marks each lap and just hopefully that you hold on?
I was mainly focused on hitting my marks. I didn't want to move around any because I didn't want to fall back. I knew if they was going to have to pass me, they was going to find the spot to pass me because I felt like I had the fastest line all night. Dylan found a little bit faster of a line, and he was the one that passed me. But I think my line for me was the fastest line I could have ran.
Well, congratulations on a second place run here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway. We'll let you get out of here, but before we do, sponsors, shout out to all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Team Midwest Paint, Slicker Graphics, and More Brother Racing. They and actually D12. It's kind of the team we are. We don't really race that much, but we do a little bit.
Slicker Graphics, is that Lefevre's?
That is Lefevre's.
That greasy son of a bee. All right, Terry, congratulations on second, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, there we go. Top 3, Dylan Hauser, Terry Wolf, and Evan C. Your winner on screen, Dylan Hauser. That'll do it for the Shore Power Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder and DirtFan.com. Don't go anywhere. We are not done with just yet. 15 minutes time the server goes up for the UMP Modifieds Fixed Setup Racing around Eldora Speedway. You'll have myself and Tommy from Checkers and Wreckers in the booth with you for the call on that one. And then 2 hours after that one, at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, will be the 410 winged sprint cars. Open setups, and we stay at the Eldora Speedway. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we thank you all very much for tuning in here tonight. Thank you very much for the likes, shares, and follows. A big shout out to our sponsors one final time, of course. We'll give a shout out to DirtFan.com, Shore Power, World of Thunder iRacing League, and our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. We'll take a quick break and come back with a new stream on our Facebook and YouTube channels. You are watching the #1 Dirt Track channel for iRacing.com broadcast, Ultimate Dirt TV.